Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling a stack of sources that, well, they're thousands of years old.
They are.
And yet, they speak so directly to these core human anxieties we all face, feeling lost, needing comfort, searching for something permanent.
That's so true. We've drawn from some very deep theological wellsprings, prophecy, psalms, and the teachings of Jesus.
And they all seem to converge on one central idea.
They do. It's this idea of a relentless, active pursuit from the divine.
So that's our mission today, really, to unpack that pursuit. We're going to look at how these ancient texts create this powerful tension.
Tension between what? Exactly?
The undeniable fragility of our existence set against the absolute, unwavering permanence of God's presence and promise.
In short, the sources are providing an anchor, a concept of divine love that isn't just static, waiting for us.
Yeah.
It's characterized by active search and restoration. It's a love that, based on this material, fundamentally, it never gives up.
To do that, we'll be analyzing the massive scope of comfort promised in Isaiah 40, the intimate care in the parable of the lost sheep.
From Matthew 18, right?
And then the global call to justice and praise from Psalm 96. So let's just jump right in with the radical nature of that prophetic comfort. Okay, so Isaiah chapter 40, it opens with one of the most direct and tender commands in prophecy.
It really does. Comfort, give comfort to my people, says your God.
And it's not a promise that comfort is coming later, sometime down the road. It's an immediate instruction for action, now.
It's an announcement of reconciliation, and it demands gentleness. The text commands to speak tenderly to Jerusalem.
Right. It's not just news being delivered from on high.
No, it's an intimate personal reassurance, and it's delivered in the softest possible tone.
But the substance of that comfort, that's where the real transformation is. It's an announcement of a complete pardon.
A complete pardon. The voice proclaims that Jerusalem's service is at an end.
And then, critically, her guilt is expiated.
Yes, that word, expiation. It's so key here, and I think it's worth dwelling on for a moment.
Okay.
This is more than just simple forgiveness. It means a complete settlement of the spiritual account. A cleansing.
So the debt isn't just forgiven.
It's fully erased. Gone. There's no need for further punishment or penance.
And then it goes one step further. It says she has received double for all her sins. Now, I have to ask, for someone hearing this for the first time, doesn't that word double risk sounding, I don't know, transactional?
Yeah, punitive, right?
Exactly, given that the whole point is comfort.
That's an excellent question. It's so easy to read double as double punishment, but in the context of this kind of covenant literature, it often signifies something else entirely.
Like what?
Complete fulfillment, completion, even a kind of superabundant restoration. It's a legal term used theologically.
So it means the suffering is definitively over.
Yes, and the restoration that's coming far outweighs the penalty that came before. It basically seals the deal of the pardon and moves straight into the promise.
That makes the next instruction about preparing the way even more monumental.
It does. A voice cries out to prepare a literal infrastructure for this comfort.
In the desert, prepare the way of the Lord. Make straight in the wasteland a highway for our God.
Yes, and this is just a magnificent vision of preparation. It's a radical mandate to literally change the landscape.
Like a massive civil engineering project.
Exactly. Think of the effort involved in building a major highway today. This is the ancient equivalent, but it's applied to a barren wilderness, the very place of exile and suffering.
And the topographical demands are specific. Every valley filled, every mountain and hill made low.
Rugged land made plain.
What's the metaphorical significance of all this?
Well, if you translate this physically impossible feat into a spiritual reality, it means every obstacle, every single one, must be removed for the divine presence to enter.
So the valley of discouragement
Must be raised up. The mountain of arrogance or pride
must be brought low.
That's it. The Lord is coming, and no physical or spiritual barrier can stand in the way of that revealed glory.
So the preparation isn't just to make it easier for God to travel. It's about making a level playing field so everyone can see it.
Precisely. The goal is clarity and universality. Then the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all people shall see it together.
And what gives it all its weight?
The final line. It's all secured because the mouth of the Lord has spoken. It's an unwavering commitment, guaranteed by the source of reality itself.
That idea of an unwavering commitment, that sets the stage perfectly for the next crucial part here.
The contrast.
The dramatic contrast between our temporary human world and the eternal nature of that divine word.
Indeed. The same voice that cries out the preparation mandate now turns its attention to the people, and it asks this fundamental philosophical question.
What shall I cry out?
And the answer it gives is a jarring reality check.
It is. All flesh is grass, and all their glory like the flower of the field.
It's the ultimate statement on human transience.
Ah.
I mean, think about the energy we spend building things, achieving status, creating a legacy.
All their glory.
And the text says it's no more durable than a wildflower. Beautiful one day, gone the next.
We often talk about permanence in terms of buildings or empires, but this comparison just strips it all down to a biological reality. We are temporary.
Exactly. And the source even explains why this is inevitable. It says, the grass withers, the flower wilts when the breath of the Lord blows upon it.
Which isn't necessarily a hostile act.
No, not at all. It's just the infinite encountering the finite. And then comes that poignant conclusion. So then the people is the grass. We're not some abstract idea. We are defined by this temporary nature.
It does paint a slightly bleak picture.
It does.
Which is why the counterbalancing statement is so incredibly important. The text doesn't just leave us there.
No, it provides the eternal grounding that we need. It immediately counteracts that mortality.
Though the grass withers and the flower wilts, the word of our God stands forever.
And that is the pivotal insight. If everything we build, everything we achieve, everything we are biologically is subject to fading away,
then the divine word is the one constant. It's the anchor.
it's the bridge that spans the chasm between our temporary lives and that eternal promise of comfort we just talked about.
Okay, so now we can transition. We go from the profound permanence of the word to the profound action of the divine heart.
The pursuit.
The pursuit. And this is where that shepherd imagery becomes so central, moving from prophecy into the direct teaching of Jesus in Matthew 18.
Specifically, the parable of the lost sheep.
Right.
And in this parable, Jesus is basically offering a window into the Father's priorities. He sets up a situation that, well, it's economically illogical.
Totally illogical. A shepherd has 100 sheep, one goes astray, and he asks,
will he not leave the 99 in the hills and go in search of the stray?
For most of us, I think if we lost 1% of an investment, we'd focus on protecting the 99%. We'd rationalize the loss.
Of course.
Yeah.
You cut your losses. But the shepherd does the completely counterintuitive thing.
And that action is what's so critical because it defines the value proposition.
It does. He risks the safe majority to go in search of the stray. And if he finds it, the reaction is what's truly shocking.
He rejoices more over it than over the 99 that did not stray.
At disproportionate joy. It makes no sense on a ledger sheet.
So what does that tell you, the listener, about the worth of a single life?
It emphasizes that the worth of a soul is infinite. It's independent of its current state, whether it's safe or lost. The joy isn't just relief.
No.
It's a celebration of restoration that's somehow deeper than the steady faithfulness of the 99.
And it all supports that clear theological conclusion.
That it is not the will of your heavenly Father that one of these little ones be lost. Every single soul, no matter how far it's wandered, is intrinsically precious.
So if we look at that shepherd's action, that immediate act of search, how does that connect with the bigger picture of guidance that we see in these sources?
We find that connection reinforced beautifully in Psalm 25. The search doesn't just end with finding the sheep.
It moves into mentorship.
Exactly. That psalm tells us, the Lord is good and upright, therefore he shows sinners the path.
So the pursuit in Matthew is driven by the goodness of the shepherd.
And the resulting relationship in the psalm is defined by guidance. It's a continuum from finding to leading.
Okay, so let's pull back to Isaiah 40 one last time. After the prophecy of comfort and that contrast between temporary flesh and permanent word, the call goes out.
To Zion, to Jerusalem.
For the whole world to witness the arrival. Say to the cities of Judah, here is your God.
This is the grand entrance. And what's so fascinating here is the dual nature of God's arrival. On one hand, he comes with power and rules by a strong arm.
This is the sovereignty you might expect, the display of ultimate might, the king coming to take charge.
But what's so compelling and what makes this source material so profound is the immediate and complete pivot that follows.
That immense power is immediately linked to this intense personalized care.
That juxtaposition is the heart of the message. The text immediately gives us this intimate metaphor.
Like a shepherd, he feeds his flock. In his arms, he gathers the lambs,
carrying them in his bosom and leading the ewes with care.
So the same strong arm that rules the cosmos and carves a highway in the desert
is the very same arm that gently gathers the weakest, most vulnerable lambs to carry them close.
It's incredible. It shows that divine power isn't separate from gentleness.
It's actively manifested through it. It suggests that true rule and governance actually flow from intimate care, not from pure force.
And how should the world, the nations, respond to this arrival of a powerful yet gentle ruler?
Well, our sources give us Psalm 96 as the universal response.
A transformative response.
Absolutely. The call is for a global acknowledgement of this king. It starts with, "Sing to the Lord a new song," and to announce his salvation day after day.
So this is not some internal, quiet devotion.
No, it transforms personal joy into a global, constant proclamation.
And the psalm definitely broadens the view beyond just Jerusalem. It compels the people to tell his glory among the nations.
And to establish the Lord's universal rule. Say among the nations, the Lord is king. He governs the peoples with equity.
That governing presence is defined by two crucial words.
Justice and constancy. And constancy here means unwavering faithfulness, a reliability that stands in such sharp contrast to the fickle nature of earthly rulers and systems.
So the shepherd who cares for the one is also the sovereign who governs the entire world.
With unwavering, persistent fairness.
Okay, so if we distill everything we've just covered, the promise of expiation, the anchor of the permanent word, the radical pursuit of the lost one, and the gentle arm of the ruling shepherd, what is the central, actionable takeaway for you, the listener?
I think the core takeaway is that divine love is active. It actively seeks healing and restoration. And it maintains an absolute unwavering commitment to us, to the transient human being.
So when you feel like the grass that is withering,
the word stands forever. That's the anchor.
And that leads us right to the application. If this is the fundamental nature of the divine, then what are we invited to do with that?
The application, I think, is to imitate this mercy. When we really grasp the energy and priority the shepherd placed on that one stray, we're called to look outward.
We're challenged.
We are. We're challenged to extend that active pursuit to the people in our own lives who might feel forgotten or discouraged or who've just drifted away.
We're challenged to embody that persistent, tender care, and we've seen the prompt in the sources themselves.
Who is one person I can reach out to today with kindness or encouragement to reflect your shepherd's heart?
It's a challenge to put this abstract theological idea into tangible daily action.
The whole discussion, it circles back to this deep sense of anticipation and rescue, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It mirrors that final Alleluia reading.
It does. The day of the Lord is near. Behold, he comes to save us.
The pursuit is active, and the rescue is imminent.
That promise of external rescue is so powerful. But let's offer one final thought for you to chew on, something that builds on this shepherd's unfailing pursuit. If the sources emphasize that the Heavenly Father wills that not one little one be lost, maybe we need to turn that lens inward for a moment. What internal little ones? Discouraged dreams, forgotten tasks, neglected spiritual practices, parts of ourselves we've let fall away. What might we be called to seek and restore within our own lives?
Turning that external pursuit into a radical act of internal reconciliation. A powerful invitation.
Absolutely. Thank you for supplying these incredible sources and allowing us to take this deep dive with you today.
My pleasure.
We'll catch you on the next deep dive.